Hi lovelies, karibu sana to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us if you're new here. If you're a returning viewer, asante sana, thank you for the support. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about interviews when either you're looking for internship or pupillage or any job in the legal industry, specifically here in Kenya. So let's get into it. Now, the reason why I think it's very important for me to do this video is I was recently looking for pupillage. I remember I mentioned it in the House of Leather haul when I was just trying to get myself together and prepare. But you guys, it is difficult to get a job in this country. In as much as we have a lot of demand for legal services, the number of people who are at Kenya School of Law at any given time are about 2,000. So looking for pupillage, which is the second thing that you do at the Kenya School of Law, for 6 months is an extreme sport. So hopefully in this video you will get a few tips when you're looking for not just pupillage but just for a job in the legal profession in this country, and you'll be able to apply them and make the best of your situation. The first tip I'm going to give you guys is a bit unorthodox, but I do not believe in suffering. I don't think there's any glory in suffering. So the first tip is, if in your family you have any lawyers who are in practice, go to them and ask them for a job. This is because if you go through the application process, the level of rejection is a lot. If you can avoid that ahead of time, if you have a network of advocates who you already know, just approach them, tell them that you're looking for a job, ask them if you can shadow them, if it's your parents, your relatives, family, friends who are in the legal profession. Just ask them. It doesn't hurt. Give them your papers, see if they would be willing to employ you. There is no need, if you come from a family that has lawyers, to go and struggle looking for a job when you can ask an immediate relative or family member. In this profession, you should know your papers could be excellent and spick and span, but the other thing that they do not tell you in the legal profession is your network is your net worth. So just because you have the best papers, if you find someone else in the interview who has networked with your potential employer, they're more likely to give that person the job as opposed to you. So usually I advise you guys to put yourself out there, go to moot courts, meet these lawyers and introduce yourself, so that when you're applying for a position you can just say, we met at this particular moot court competition, or we did A, B, C, D, E, F, G together on this project, and you do not become unfamiliar and you distinguish yourself. The second tip I'm going to give you guys when you are looking for pupillage or for internship in the legal profession is make a list of all the places that you want to work. Usually there are government agencies that offer pupillage or internships, and there are the private law firms as well, and various agencies. You may not exactly know at this point what it is that you want to do, but it's important to have a general idea of where you want to land. So if you're looking at top tier law firms, list all of them, see the kind of services that they offer to clients and where you think you would fit best. And the reason why you do this is so that you can know exactly where you're going. You might send 2 CVs to 2 potential employers and think, oh, that's enough, but there's so many law firms here in Kenya. Just go to Google law firms in Kenya, pick your, cherry pick your favorites, open up your mind and see what else is also in the market and look into them and also apply to them. Once you've made a list of all the places that you would want to potentially work, you need to remember that with pupillage or an internship, people start speaking at various seasons. For instance, at the Kenya School of Law, pupillage would start from January to about June or July, but because of COVID, things changed. So I would advise, even as you're maybe joining the Kenya School of Law, start looking for pupillage the first, second, third month of Kenya School of Law. Don't wait until everyone is in a frenzy in September and October looking for pupillage. Start immediately. The minute you see the law firms like Colson Honey, which advertise really early, and Jawala also advertises very, very early in the year, apply to those law firms so that if you can avoid the stress of rushing when everyone is rushing in September and October, you can do it. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is, in as much as we live in a digital world where you may just want to email your resume and believe that someone will see it and read it and give you the job, that is not enough. please get the law firm's phone number if you're applying to a law firm or whichever agency, and call them and let them know your name, and maybe let them know that you have applied for pupillage or for an internship, and then you can become familiar with them so that they can tell you, oh, maybe our info email has a lot on it, so you can send your CV to this and this email. It distinguishes you other than someone who will just send an email and hope they see it. Another thing you can also do is physically go to the law firm or whichever agency you're in, and this is what we all call tamarking here in Kenya. If it means you walk around with an envelope with a bunch of your CVs from door to law firms, it is better, because even though we are in a digital world and emailing and phone calls work, sometimes just having that interpersonal relationship with someone, maybe the secretary or something, will distinguish you, and it's easier for that person to get back to you and tell you, you know, hi, the opening is available, please come in, as opposed to someone who sat behind a screen and just sent an email. The other thing that I'm going to be telling you about this is, please be ready for rejection. And I think there's a lot that comes with applying to these jobs, because the level of rejection is insane. It is difficult to get a job, I will tell you from the word go, because the demand and the available lawyers is not equivocal. So please be ready for rejection. And I'm not saying this that be ready for rejection so that you don't feel bad about it. I got a ton of rejection emails and they got to me. I remember there are like 4 law firms. I was really hoping, you know, at least from this 4, I hope I make it to 1. And I think I got all those rejection emails the same week. I was feeling terrible. I remember I just felt so sad, and it's easy to feel inadequate and feel like your papers are not enough. But please don't let your mind go there. When you get a rejection email, just take it with stride. Understand that sometimes it doesn't even have to do with you. Some of these places, you know, they don't offer as many opportunities, or maybe some of these places are offering, you know, opportunities to people who had applied earlier, or something could go wrong. So when it comes to handling rejection, just take it with stride. Don't take it too personally. Don't let it go to your head. Just understand that it's a competitive world we live in, and you win some and you lose some. The final tip I'm going to tell you guys is just talk to your friends. Most of the time you'll realize that your friends may know of a place that is offering an opportunity that you may not know of, and that exchange is really important. You will find that some of the law firms that you are applying to, your friend maybe has applied to and gotten but will not go there, and they can easily recommend you for that position. So just have that interpersonal exchange and talk to these people and maybe find out if they know of any place that is hiring. That's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please don't forget to be kind to one another and also to yourself. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe down below, or comment any other thing that you have learned while looking for internship or pupillage in the legal profession. Bye!